So it's like some people, if they're in a bad state of mind, will ask for Jesus or the Holy Father, the Holy Spirit, or whatever, to change them, to adjust them. They've got their own version of this. It's a rip-off, really. And the spark of divinity is something from Rosicrucian teachings, that we are born as a spark, which is our soul. Okay, this is better. They believe that the terms God and deity are exclusively separate. So here we are on planet Earth, within a certain section of universe that we understand so far, and apparently we have a God called Michael of Nebaton, who is this Jesus, allegedly. So, and each universe, the section, has its own God. Now, to me, God and deity are the same. Some people may see deity as like the Holy Trinity in Christianity. I've actually seen something else. I've actually seen individual gods, but sometimes syncretizing to form deity. And if you want to know where this has occurred, ancient Egypt, and this is an important point, I will show to you that a lot of the things from various occult teachings, beliefs, cults, 1930 onwards, actually have a form of ancient Egyptian belief, or a belief in the structure of the ancient Egyptian gods. So you can say the Urantia book is polytheistic, but again, back to ancient Egypt, it's a pyramid type setup. At the very top you've got what is called the Universal Father, and then below that you've got deities and gods. Okay, so yes, that will be explained later on. Okay, another thing the Urantia book believers adhere to, they believe heterosexuality, being straight, is a first priority in regards to marriage, reproduction and family, obviously. But they have no problem with homosexuality in regards to recreational sexual activities. So, let's say you're a guy, you're married to a woman, you have kids, blah blah blah, but it's perfectly okay for you to sleep with other men, so long as you don't sleep with other women. Really, when you look at this day and age, is this not what we're seeing through politics, social media and so on? Next point. There is no Urantia Church. The only organisations in Urantia book belief are informal study groups. And the study groups, you could say they're pretty much extinct. They shouldn't meet in a phone box or something. this is another important point. I cannot emphasize this any harder. Someone who adheres to the Urantia book will hold that the belief in the book as a priority over whatever nominal religion they hold. So you can be, let's say, a Muslim. While you're in the mosque, you adhere to what the Imam says, which is based on the Hadith, the Quran, the Sunnah. But when you're away from the mosque, you go straight back to your Urantia book. And you will try and insert those teachings inside the mosque, or inside the church, or inside the temple, or inside the synagogue. We are really dealing with a subversive movement. Now, Urantia book adherents believe what they believe is the true faith, the true religion. The religion that other people follow, whether it's through a dedicated belief or just nominal, is called, get this, psychology. It is a psychological state of mind. Urantia book adherents believe that belief and faith are completely separate. Now, unless you believe something, then how can you have faith in it? And if you have no faith, then how can you believe in whatever it is you choose to adhere to? But as far as they are concerned, belief and faith are completely separate from each other. I need an aspirate. So, as far as Urantia book adherents are concerned, they're the only sane ones, and the rest of us are crazy. And it gets even better. They believe that Satan, Lucifer, and the devil are three different entities. And I used to be a theistic Satanist. Satan is the title. Lucifer held the title, and people refer to him as the devil. One entity. It's one. It's like the Queen of England is the Queen, and yet she is also Elizabeth Windsor. But as far as these people are concerned, three different entities, not related, completely exclusive to each other. And they have their own version of devil, who they call Caligastria, or Caligastia. No, they said Lucifer rebelled against God. He lost his governance of the universe as we know it. He was replaced by Michael of Nebadon, and Caligastia later joined Lucifer to foment rebellion on earth. I shit you not. So this is looking less and less like Christianity or any sort of religion, Abrahamic or whatever, as we know it. This is completely alien. But we're going to have to continue this on another clip, because I want to get into the founder of the Urantia book. Now, when you look at the Urantia book, so subjective, subject to individual interpretation, there's something for everyone, really. Every individual who reads it will interpret it differently. There are no formal rules in regard to the teachings of the Urantia book, because there is no dogma, or I should say there's no organisation to enforce dogma. It's really anarchy when you look at it. It's a matter of what's true for you is true for you, and what's true for me is true for me. That is it. It is subjective and is indeed subversive. In the same, it's in the same manner as Islamic State. Now they have these terrorist attacks all around the world. Is there a single head office? No. So what the Islamic State is about is that they have the Quran and the Hadith as their base, so to speak. If you're a Muslim, you use the Quran and the Hadith. And then you pile upon top of that your interpretations and opinions, which make up the majority of Islamic State belief. So through these things, this is how they incite violence. People blowing themselves up, blowing up other people, all sorts of stuff. So there is no need for a formal organisation of individuals to act on their interpretations, because the individual without an organisation will act on the interpretations. Just have to pass it on to them. These opinions, interpretations are subject to change at any given time. And with the Urantia book, it's pretty much the same. Till next time.